Alright, we are back. What is up, you guys? It's your boy, Deadlocks here, back at it with another video. And no, this is a Thursday. I should be making a video this Thursday, but whatever. It's 7:40. It's like 7:40 p.m. in the morning. Excuse me. But anyways, today we're going to be playing Knights of the Old Republic, Part 17. Yeah, we're here with Bastila. And the Mandalorian guy, Canders. What's up? And we're out here in the desert. And I'm pretty sure that's a cave. I think that's where the star map is. Maybe. I don't know. I think so. But anyway. This is gonna be our last video on Tatooine, so we're gonna say goodbye to Tatooine.
So, Bastila, I heard a rumor that the Vulkars captured you without much of a struggle. It must be embarrassing to be bested by a handful of street thugs.
There were extenuating circumstances, and I can assure you, it took far more than a handful of Vulkars to subdue me.
Whatever you say. All I know is that if we had more Jedi like Bastila fighting against us in the Mandalorian Wars, my side might not have lost.
Bold talk from a broken-down mercenary who was serving at Davik's heel. I'd call you his pet Kath hound, but they have enough loyalty not to turn on their masters.
Insults? Maybe if your master had trained your lightsaber to be as quick as your tongue, you could have escaped those Vulkars, you spoiled little Jedi princess.
I was not spoiled. I was given the same training as everyone else in the Order. You are nothing but a... No, I must not do this. There is no emotion. There is peace.
That's the problem with you Jedi. Always chanting about peace and control. Never up for a good fight. Well, except for Revan, I guess.
Enough, Mandalorian. I won't rise to your bait anymore. The game is over. Let us continue on with what we were doing.
Oh my lord. Bro done called Bastila a spoiled Jedi princess, bro. I'm so done. Like, I'm actually
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
dumbass. Why would you go in? Yeah, this dumbass deserve it. Stupid ass.
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunodak. Tuk nincha tukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podonar de hodonga kun kabe. Chikun ida hodonga, ikin kuno ba mulera chikun, slimo podonar de hodonga kun kabe, runda di hodonga kun honkabi, wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunodak, tuk nincha tukune mulerabes. Chikun ida hodonga, ikin kuno ba mulera chikun, slimo podonar de hodonga kun kabe, runda di hodonga. donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukunne mulerabes. Mucho shakpakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun. Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukunne mulerabes. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podonar liodonga kun kabe. Jedo badowana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong patukashmak talea. Runda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukunne mulerabes. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podonar liodonga kun kabe. Jedo badowana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong patukashmak talea. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukunne mulerabes. Mucho shakpakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podonar liodonga kun kabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukunne mulerabes. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podonar liodonga kun kabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukunne mulerabes. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podonar liodonga kun kabe. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podonar liodonga kun kabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukunne mulerabes. Tong haitwam chichi jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kutotun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis jang ba mulera. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukunne mulerabes. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podonar liodonga kun kabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukunne mulerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podonar diodunga ku hunkabe. Runda dihodonga kun hunkabi. Ona kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunne mulerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podonar diodunga ku hunkabe.
Jeda badowana ni dibobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong patukashmak talea.
Runda dihodonga kun hunkabi. Ona kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunne mulerabes.
Muchashak pakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun.
Okay. Hey, Vanda. Oh, shit.
Let's make this quick.
Achuta. Wonga kun pistol. Achuta. Wonga kun pistol. Jeda badowana ni dibobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong patukashmak talea. Tune podo. Rananu prata doko shirkasha. Tum apike.
Oh! Yay, we killed it, congrats.
Ita nandayata. Wanta yuma wamahuhu nandatik. Shatung ni batoga. Wano kusbe ching palamule donke. Jeda badowana ni dibobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong patukashmak talea.
Runda dihodonga kun hunkabi. Ona kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes.
Mucho shakpakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun.
Okay then. Oh, let me talk to Bastila. Yo, Bastila. How you get roasted by a Mandalorian, dog? Called you a spoiled Jedi princess is insane. Oh, I get a Jedi Master Robe. Yay. And I think, yeah, I was checking this before I started Star Map. I also got the Star Map with the picture. Alright, there's the Star Map. And it seems that this is the cave. I think this dragon like guarding.
How can I help? Then I suggest...
Anybody else get the feeling that finding this star map in the back of this Krayt Dragon's cave is more than just a coincidence?
The star map is an artifact of the dark side. The Krayt Dragon may have been drawn here by its dark power, only to be enslaved by it.
Now that we've got what we came for, we should probably move on. Can't say I'm going to miss this pinnacle. Huh?
Let's look you up, car. I mean, not car, Kendra's, I'm gonna put you in demolition. Yeah, like, sniper shot. And for, Bastila, Jedi sentience. I'll use stealth. Power. I'll give you the power to heal.
What?
What?
I have to give you credit. You've led me on quite a chase, but nobody gets away from Calo Nord in the end.
I see you brought some backup, Calo. Realized we were a bit too much to handle on your own, huh?
You got lucky on Terrace. The Sith attack saved you from a quick and gruesome death. But I promise you, the Sith won't be getting in my way this time. Sorry, I'm not in this for the credits. You're the only ones who've ever gotten away from me. I've got a rep to protect. Let's go, boys. It's showtime.
Oh shit. Dude, let's just please. Bro, why is my guys, we're seeing some technical difficulties. Let me save the game and then I'll come back. Let me save. Yeah, save the game because the sound is not working. Had to fix. We still recording? Yeah, we're still recording. Okay, I didn't know what was going on, but I hope that fixed the sound. Oh, crap. Because I don't want it. Okay, there you go. I hope I still have sound on, because if I don't, then I'm gonna have to end. I'm not trying to edit videos, I'm too lazy to edit. Now, I don't know what happened. The sound just went off all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. But
I'm here.
Yeah?
What?
What can I do?
What?
Just forget that happened. Don't know how
What?
to make that. It's fine. At least we just took it down. switch out of Canderous and go to Bastila. I mean, not Bastila, HK-47, the beanbag. Acknowledgement!
What?
Query. What do you wish to ask of him, Master? Protocol. This will be a very sensitive topic, Master. You will want to be careful with your questions or risk offending him. Not that is much of a worry. Translation. Translation. You have been told that to be considered worthy of hearing the histories, you need to bring him a dragon pearl from a great dragon. Translation. He says the discussion is closed until you fulfill this condition. He thinks you are just making fun of his traditions. Translation. Translation. He is stupefied, Master. He never thought you could return with such an item. Such a thing has not been done in many years. Translation. He will allow you to meet the storyteller, but also gives a warning. If you dare to repeat the histories incorrectly, you will be killed. Translation. The storyteller will be summoned to one of the rooms here in the Enclave. He seems to think this is a great honor for you, Master. Translation. Translation. We are free to leave. Translation. He identifies himself as the storyteller, Master. He has been told of your warrior skills and will speak the history to you. Translation. Translation. There is only one accepted history, passed orally to each successive generation. Translation. A book or datapad can be taken away, cheapening the value of what it contains. To commit it to paper or storage is to remove it from the people. Translation. Translation. You may choose to hear the history, or you may choose not to. Their history is a single entity that cannot be partitioned. Translation. The only exception is in continuing the tales once they have begun. If you leave, when you return, he will continue from where he left off. Translation. Translation. He says that you dare not question the accuracy of his information. The stories are learned perfectly by each successive storyteller. Translation. In fact, they aren't allowed to speak the stories aloud unless they are exact. Any error is considered a blasphemy punishable by death. Criticism. It seems inefficient to me, Master. A score of apprentice storytellers would be slaughtered each generation. What if the elder died before completing the teachings? Translation. Translation. Apprentices are trained from birth. Very few speak the words in error. Storytellers are most often lost in battle between tribes. Translation. Any tribe that loses its storyteller is obviously unworthy of existing. They lose their connection to history and destroy themselves with infighting soon after. Translation. Translation. It begins with the ancient times. They were not sand people, for there was no sand. The land was green with life, and they walked without wrappings. Translation. Though the land was beautiful, they lived apart from the land. They built their walls high and saw beyond the horizon. They dared to reach the stars. Translation. There are no words for how long ago this was. It was before the outsiders, before the abduction, before the cities fell, before the builders. Cautionary. I should warn you, Master, that any questioning of their interpretation may be seen as trying to change the meaning of what was said. Clarification. They may consider this to be speaking the words in error, a blasphemy they would attempt to kill you for. Clarification. It would appear that they once had a thriving technologically advanced society, but were wiped out by a much more sophisticated alien species. Negative. I am no library, but since there is no Republic record of this planet having sentient life before Zerka colonization, I doubt you will find such evidence. Doubting. I don't believe he can, Master. Even if their stories are exact and unchanged, it is likely they were first told thousands of years after these events occurred. This has become very much like a creation myth for his people. There is no date. It simply was. Translation. Translation. He only understands the Builders as an iconic force meant to test the resolve of his people. He is not making sense, Master. Clarification. They claim their stories are repeated unchanged, but they have demonized these Builders. In their minds, they wreaked such havoc they could not possibly be flesh and blood. Cautionary. Master, this line of questioning may be interpreted as attempting to change the story. He may react poorly. Obedient. I will ask whatever you wish, Master. Translation. Translation. His arrogant people touched the stars, and this sin drew the attention of the Builders. The Builders did not touch the stars, they lashed them to millstones. Translation. Great demons of metal stripped the world of its riches until all that was left was the green of the ground. The great cities were lifted away. Translation. Those that had used the wealth were taken along with it. Transgressors abducted to serve past the sky, seeding the stars with penitent, adaptable slaves. Cautionary. Remember my warning, Master. They may consider certain questions to be speaking the words in error, a blasphemy they would attempt to kill you for. Clarification. I believe they were occupied by this technologically superior species for a substantial period. Stripping an entire planet of usable resources would have taken generations. Obvious. The same reason Zerka Corporation is attempting it now. Expanding empires need tremendous amounts of resources. Translation. Translation. He has no number. He claims that those that were taken were examples of the worst of his kind, arrogant and uncaring of the land. Doubtful, Master. This is just another distortion due to their demonization of the builders. It's like claiming an aspect of his people were taken, not actual individuals. Clearly, history has colored his view. Of course, only the inferior meatbags were taken. The remaining were his ancestors, after all, and must have been special. Obedient. I will ask whatever you wish, Master. Translation. Translation. There came a time when the builders were also judged for their crimes. After generations, a plague weakened them, and the time of the Great War began. Translation. The builders faltered, and his people realized why they had been punished, so that they understood the crime, and would now strike down the greater offender. Translation. They worked chaos in the machines, so they destroyed themselves. The builders fought back, laying waste to the green that had been misused with fire from above. Translation. Soil became glass, grinding to sand, but the fight was long planned, and his people were safe. Deep in cave homes carved from valley wall, they were free. Cautionary. Remember my warning, Master. They may consider certain questions to be speaking the words in error, a blasphemy they would attempt to kill you for. Clarification. The occupying force suffered some sort of species-wide plague that lowered their numbers over time. His people used this extended weakness to sabotage their larger ships. The response of the builders appears to have been to lay waste to the entire surface of Tatooine. Hypothesis. If his people were moving away from technology for a long time under the builders, they may have had extensive cave systems that could grant shelter. I would also suggest that, given the evidence of the massive shift in the nature of their society, most of them did not survive. Clarification. I may not have properly conveyed how long they fought with the builders. Given time, any number of armaments could destroy a world. Hypothesis. Perhaps this is another distortion. Their climate may have begun to fail due to their unrestrained development even before the builders arrived. Looking back thousands of years later, such a shift could easily be attributed to the much-hated conquerors. Doubting. They didn't, Master. They struck a blow. But the storyteller only believes they won because the builders were gone when they emerged from their caves. That does not mean they defeated anyone. It seems clear that the builders simply sterilized their problem and left. The enemy judged them not worthy to fight. Obedient. I will ask whatever you wish, Master. Translation. Editing, if I may, Master. This section of his tale details several millennia of the Long Walk, their nomadic wanderings as they accept their identity in a desert world. Rather than strain my circuits on his dialect, might we just assume there was much fighting over who has the biggest bantha and move on to more recent things? Resignation. Very well, Master. Translation. The tribes spread far, distant from each other, but all as sand people, and all cherished the land that remained. The sand would not be misused. Translation. Then machines fell from the stars again. Outsiders like you that brazenly walked apart from the land. And greater still was the insult to come. Translation: these outsiders reminded them of their past transgression, of the time when they too walked apart from land. The outsiders, your kind, looked like their ancient abducted. Translation: so it is to the current sons that the Sand People hate all outsiders and give them no footing. You come again, time after time, adaptable slaves to the machine. Editing. The last 1,000 years are full of conflicts with different groups of attempted planetary settlers, all of whom are poorly described, long dead, and likely untraceable. I believe I have truncated it down to the usable bits in what was already said. I hope it is enough, Master. Cautionary. Remember my warning, Master. They may consider certain questions to be speaking the words in error, a blasphemy they would attempt to kill you for. Impatience. Master, I refuse to inconvenience you with this. He spouted names of petty tribal fights in deserts so distant they might as well be across the galaxy. Really, Master, I'm sure it's important to him, but it has nothing of value that you could ever put to use. Agreement. Of course, Master. Just no more of their inane wandering. Obed. Translation.
Alright. But I was sorry about that bad stuff, but we're gonna get out of here. Kick him out of his ass. Sorry, I like coming back. What the hell? Where are y'all at? Dang, it's 8:25.
What?
Yes?
This song reminds me when I was listening to my grandma. Okay, what happened here? Someone shot fire.
Back already? Have you even looked for the holocron yet?
I have the holocron, Mother. I'm just not sure I want to give it to you.
And why not? Would you deny me even that?
I've never denied you anything, Mother. You may think I don't remember what it was like before I left for the Order, but I do. You were the one who pushed Father to go on one treasure hunt after the other. You loved living in wealth. You think I don't remember the fights? You were eager to send me to the Jedi even though I didn't want to go. You took Father away from me. And now this holocron is all I have of him.
Fool girl. You have a strange way of remembering things. That wasn't...
No, I don't wish to argue with you anymore, Mother. It's time we parted ways now, for both our benefit. You don't know her. My mother is notoriously deceptive when she wants something. Why should she have the holocron?
Is it too difficult to believe that I am a dying woman who simply wishes to see her husband one last time?
I find it difficult to believe anything you say, Mother. You're right. It shames me, but I find it difficult to let go of the past. I'm sorry, Mother.
I was hard on you, dear. I wasn't a very good mother to you. I know that. Your father loved you so. He wanted you to be just like him. He wanted to take you on his hunts, but I said they were too dangerous. I always tried to keep him from the dangerous ones, but he would have none of it. It was a reckless life we led. Always moving. I didn't want that for you.
So that's why you gave me to the Order?
What do your father and I have to show for all those years of hunting? Nothing. That was no life for anyone. Especially not someone as gifted as you, your father. He spent all his last years trying to pay for my treatments. That's why he went for the pearls. I begged him not to, but...
Your treatments?
I'm dying, Bastard. I did not lie about that. It's been a long time in the coming, and there's really nothing that can be done anymore. I told your father to let me go, but you know how he was. Stubborn, like you.
I'm so sorry, Mother. I don't know what to say.
Keep the holocron, Bastard. It would do me good to know you have it. This talking to you. This is what I really needed before I
know. Thank you. I'm glad we talked too.
Oh, no. You said you had important business, and you were never one to mince words. You there. You take care of my daughter, you hear me? That's good. I'll feel a lot better knowing there's someone to watch her.
Where are you going to go?
It doesn't matter, dear. Don't you worry about me.
Here, take these 500 credits. It's all I have. Go to Coruscant and find a doctor. I'll meet you there after what I have to do.
But I already told you there's nothing that can...
Please take it. I want to see you again when we can talk.
Oh, all right, I will. You do what you have to, Bastila. You go make your father and I proud.
I'll try. Farewell, Mother. How can I help? Yes, that brought me a lot of peace. More than I thought it would have. Thank you for urging me toward it. After all my training, I would have thought it would have been easier. Apparently, I still have much to learn.
Alright. Alright, I think that's all. I think we should go to but first, oh yeah, but first I need to go to the North Corporation, I think.
How can I help? Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris proved that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. And there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you? I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
Malak killed Revan.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest.
Malak
I
killed
wondered if they were
Revan,
testing me
man.
to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available. You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when its appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient. Must you be so frustrating? I admit I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my true responsibilities. I'm simply trying to help you and complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn. I started it. You were the one who brought up the issue of the Council. You were the one who questioned our mission. You were the one who mocked me for thinking I was being tested. You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you, but you seem determined to drive me mad. I don't know if I should be outraged that you keep joking about serious matters, or if I should be grateful that you can always lighten the mood. Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
Alright. Jesus Christ, what is with all those shots? Did something bad happen here, dog? Because I don't think I remember this. You see the gunshots. There's like bullet stuff here. Like, did something happen here or something? I don't know what happened,
Yikukuno no ba mulira jikun. Tonghit kun chonching. Ne boboje mata de punage. Dolpi kikiwana. Tolpa da bongwale ganduna gugu chuchut. Kavadum ku pelio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Hawaga boska chocola. Mucha shag panka. Takom justach miki grabar mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Kuyami jus chikata na patogaya. Fulki gokogala jiji. Gawana bot atagwa. Kagidora te kun watatimona ia bola. Mucho shak pakat. Kienono namapaule Rachikun. Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukun ne mulerabes. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikoyana. Dong patugas maktilea.
Okay. Oh, what data pad even was that? I'm not here. Okay, so we got the star map from Dantooine and attached to you. Dispose of her and her Jedi companion will be greatly rewarded by the Lord Malik himself. I might try to get a purple lightsaber.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else? I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftains, Gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us. Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerga Corporation thanks you. I'm sure. Zerga Corporation thanks you again.
Just the person I was hoping to see.
Save it, Griff. I'm not talking to you. I want no part of whatever you're involved in.
Okay, sis, I see you're still mad. Fair enough. I don't think you could help me with this anyway. It's more of a job for your friend here. As you may know, tack glands can be refined into a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Teresian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of course, now that Taris is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Teresian ale has become somewhat scarce and very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe.
By the way, of course she's mad at you, dog. You left her on Taris. Like, dog, like, bro. Don't want to watch, don't want to even want to talk to her.
I know this guy. He's with the Exchange. Now, if I give him a small sample of Teresian ale, he says he can synthesize it and reproduce it in mass quantities. Problem is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch. And now that Taris is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
Griff, are you blind? Can't you see you're talking to a Jedi? We're out here trying to save the galaxy. We can't waste time on this.
Please, you have to help me. I promised this guy from the Exchange a sample of Teresian ale. If I don't come through for him, he's gonna break my legs. Or worse. Come on, Mission. I'm your brother. I'm family. You can't turn your back on me.
Forget it, Griff. I'm not falling for that line again. You'll have to find your own way out of this mess.
You bring me a single tech gland, and you not only save my life, but you get a piece of this great business opportunity. I mean, you can't pass this up. Think about it, and you'll see I'm right.
Bro, where are y'all at? Mission. My ass. For you.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I'm worried about Griff and his latest plan. I got a bad feeling about it. He doesn't know anything about brewing Teresian ale, and now he's got himself mixed up with the Exchange. Sometimes Griff can be so stupid. Part of me just wants to let him get what's coming to him. Why not? He turned his back on me. He abandoned me on Terrace, so maybe I should just leave him high and dry now. Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. Maybe that's just the kind of jolt he needs to turn his life around. Only, what if they do something worse? They might kill him. I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve that. But I just can't keep supporting his crazy schemes. Someone has to teach him a lesson. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not gonna change him. Griff is gonna keep on being Griff. Maybe if we get these tack glands for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
Give me the light side points. Alright. What's with the... Oh yeah, I forgot. Some asshole played gives us on their ore shop. I'm gonna just call them frogs. They put frogs on our ship. I wanna talk to HK.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Query. Don't I? I was under the assumption that organic meatbags such as yourself enjoyed such forms of address.
Organic meatbags?
Retraction. Did I say that out loud? I apologize, Master. While you are a meatbag, I suppose I should not call you such.
Just call me a meatbag.
Explanation. It's just that you have all these squishy parts, Master, and all that water. How the constant sloshing doesn't drive you mad, I have no idea.
Fuck?
Statement. Now do you understand the travails of my existence, Master? Surely it does not compare to your existence, but still. Apology. I am afraid I cannot comply with your command, Master, as much as I would like to. Commentary. How would you like to be the wholly owned servant to an organic meatbag? It's demeaning, if, you weren't one yourself, I mean. Explanation. Someone has hard-coded it into my system that my current master always be addressed as such. Qualification. You are my master, Master. Did you not purchase me legitimately? Am I stolen goods? Shall I report myself to the authorities? Explanation. If I was to be stolen somehow, I would be forced to turn myself into sector authorities. This programming was added to my system months ago. Explanation. Then you qualify as my master and I must refer to you as such. The legal requirements for models of my type are very specific, master. Evasion. Oh, the illegal kind of model, master. You know. Answer. More than there are for legal models, apparently. That is meatbag logic for you. Query. Would you rather be caught with contraband that is very illegal, or just a little illegal? Answer. About 20 years, master. Agreement. This was my thought as well, master. You show excellent logical skills for a meatbag.
Just love the way he just says meatbag.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken. I have been thinking about myself, about Quatra, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it. More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the Council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it. I do not come here begging for scraps from you. I will earn my way with you. You will see just how valuable I am. How may I be of... Of course. How may I be of... What is it? Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They... all of them were so very invigorating. They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic. Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods. I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long. Of course they left. They had a war to go fight, so that we would not all be killed by those psychotic Mandalorians. The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations. Yes, but humans seem the most pervasive, the most consistent. They took their frustrations and hates out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
As long as you do not let your anger influence you, Johnny.
Don't you see? The very fact I mentioned it means it has its influence. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Alright.
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league. Because this is more important. This may really finally make a difference. I suppose even if I can't figure out everything that's going on, I still want to help if I can. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I? No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology? Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
How can I help? I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us. You're teasing me. You know very well what I said. Well, yes. Surely that's not so surprising. Did I? I am trying to be sincere here. It occurred to me that I may have been too critical of you, too demanding at times. I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really. I suppose not. But I am becoming like that, though it's not easy for me to admit. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course. Well, that was not nearly so difficult as I feared. Thank you for hearing me out. I feel much better. But enough soul-searching for now. We should probably continue on with our mission.
try to see if the thing worked because the voice thing went off, so I don't know if my headphones went up, but nah, I'm gonna just post it anyways to see you guys later.